Hi everyone, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. So today I am here with part 4 of my May book haul. I have 7 books to share with you today because I have zero self-control and I'm not sorry. So yeah, without much further ado, let's get into the books. So the first one I have to show you I am so excited about. I'm so excited to have this in my collection and so excited that it is in the condition that it's in. It is Jaws by Peter Benchley. We all know the story of Jaws, the killer great white shark, and obviously it's a movie as well, clearly, but this is the book that the film was based upon. This is, I think, a 4th or 5th, possibly 6th printing, I can't remember. It's not first edition, but it's in great condition for its age. It's from like the very late 70s, I think, and I'm just so excited to have this. Pick up Jaws before midnight, read the first 5 pages, and I guarantee you'll be putting it down breathless and stunned. The final climax is even better than the beginning, as dawn is breaking the next day. And that's a quote from someone called Peter Grosvenor of the Daily Express. I am so excited. This has a slight spine crease, but absolutely no other defects at all. It's pretty much in mint condition and I'm so excited. So yeah, Jaws by Peter Benchley. So the next one I have to show you is a book that I already have. Persephone republished this a few years ago, but I saw this first edition on someone's Instagram page and I cannot remember whose it was that I saw it on, but I knew that when I saw it I immediately had to have my own copy of it because it was just gorgeous and it just absolutely, I needed it. My bookish magpie struck again. So yeah, it is Lady Rose and Mrs. Memmary by Ruby Ferguson. I mean, look at that. This is a first edition from 1937 and it's just absolutely stunning. It's in incredible condition for being in excess of 80 years old. I have never read the Persephone edition, but like I say, when I saw this, I couldn't not have it. So yeah, it has these gorgeous pen line illustrations in as well, which of course when I look for I can't find. There we go, so illustrations like this. But I shall read you what the inside of the book says. About this book. Who is Lady Rose? Who is Mrs. Memmary? You will not find them in any modern telephone book, nor in any ancient reference books, for they, like all the other characters in this charming fantasy, except Queen Victoria and Mr. Charles Kingsbury, are creatures of the author's imagination. Where is Keepsfield? Not upon the shores of Fife, nor upon any other Scottish shore. It never existed. It is an unsubstantial dream house built on air. A ghost of all the lovely mansions that stand memorials of the effulgence of the Victorian reign and the heroic story of Scottish character. So yeah, it's set in Scotland and clearly it's some sort of fairy tale-ish thing. So yeah, I probably will read this edition rather than the Persephone one, just purely because this is just gorgeous and who wouldn't want to spend some time with this? It's just lovely. So the next one was a book that I picked up in a charity shop and I had no idea that this was a thing. Absolutely no idea whatsoever. So when I saw it, I was like, okay, I like what this book's about and I enjoy who wrote this book. I enjoy what they do, their music. It is The Rose That Grew from Concrete by Tupac Shakur. Now this is a collection of poetry by the late musician, rapper Tupac Shakur, who was sadly killed in a drive-by shooting in the mid-90s, 1996 I think. I had no idea that this was a thing, and when I saw it I couldn't not, I had to have it. I will read you what it's about. His death was tragic, a violent reverberation from the intensity of his words. His legacy is insurpassable, as vibrant and alive today as it has ever been. Tupac Shakur's most intimate and honest thoughts were uncovered only after his death with The Rose That Grew From Concrete, a collection of deeply personal poetry handwritten by Tupac in his own private notebooks over the course of his life, a mirror into his enigmatic world and its many contradictions, written from the time he was 19. A complex life cycle encapsulated in 72 brief poems, The Rose That Grew From Concrete has become a legitimate modern classic and a touchstone for inspiring artists the world over. It is also the purest reflection of Tupac's spirit, his energy, and his ultimate message of hope. So the poetry inside the book, it has the page that Tupac Shakur wrote and doodled on, and then it has a printed version on the opposite side. I cannot wait to get stuck into this because I do enjoy poetry and I really do enjoy Tupac Shakur's music and his messages. So yeah, let's dive into this. So excited about this one. So the next one is a book that when I saw it on the shelf in a charity shop, and it just called to me and I had to have it. It is an anthology of Nethergate writers, Whodunwhat. Now this is by writers from my hometown of Dundee. This is from 2010, and I don't think it was ever sort of like in a bookshop or anything. I'm not sure. It was just kind of like a project that a group of writers possibly did. I may be wrong. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm so excited to get to this. Where do writers get their ideas from? In Whodunwhat, the surprising answer is from readers. Responding to a competition which asked readers to supply a brief character and situation idea, Nethergate writers have produced an exciting collection that includes everything from humour and crime to slice of life encounters, poetry, and more than a dash of the unexpected, when two writers attack the same idea in very different ways. So yeah, it was clearly a competition to give ideas to writers, and they would come up with a fully fleshed out story. I am so excited to get to this. It's like a collection of short stories and poetry, and yeah, I can't wait. So the next one I've seen in a few places, and I've heard kind of mixed things about it. There are some people that say it's absolutely brilliant. There are some people that say it's not so great, but I would like to find out for myself. And it is The Other Passenger by Louise Candlish. Now, this is kind of giving me the Girl on the Train vibes. I really enjoyed that book, and I really enjoyed the movie actually as well. So I'm willing to give this a go because it sounds so intriguing. It all happens so quickly. One day you're living the dream, commuting to work by river bus with your charismatic neighbour Kit in the seat beside you. The next, Kit hasn't turned up for the boat, and his wife Malia has reported him missing. When you get off at your stop, the police are waiting. Another passenger saw you and Kit arguing on the boat home the night before, and the police say that you had a reason to want him dead. You protest. You and Kit are friends. Ask Malia. She'll vouch for you. And who exactly is this other passenger pointing the finger? What do they know about your lives? No. Whatever danger followed you home last night, you are innocent. Totally innocent. Aren't you? Doesn't that just sound incredible? I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get to this. I say that with every book, and then invariably I don't get to them for yonks, ages. But yeah, I'm excited to have this as a go-to, as something that I will enjoy, I think. So the next one is a book that I couldn't believe I saw in the charity shop so soon. I think this was a contender for the 2020 Booker Prize, I think. I'm sure it was. It is Redhead by the Side of the Road by Anne Tyler. I didn't even read what this is about. I just thought I need to have that because I've seen it loads of places. It was purely bought because of peer pressure. So yeah, I'm about to read this out and find out what it's about for the first time. Micah Mortimer isn't the most polished person you'll ever meet. His numerous sisters and in-laws regard him oddly, but very fondly. Yet he has his ways and means of navigating the world. He measures out his days running errands for work. His tech hermit sign cheerily displayed on the roof of his car, maintaining an impeccable cleaning regime. One of these days I'll be able to read properly. And going for runs, 7:15 every morning. He is content with the steady balance of his life, but then the order of things starts to tilt. His woman friend, Cassia, he refuses to call anyone in her late 30s a girlfriend, tells him he's facing eviction because of a cat. And when a teenager shows up at Micah's door claiming to be his son, Micah is confronted with another surprise he seems poorly equipped to handle. Redhead by the side of the road is an intimate look into the heart and mind of a man who sometimes finds those around him just out of reach, and a love story about the differences that make us all unique. Okay, so I now know what this is about, and it sounds great, and I can't wait again to get to this and to dive in. And yeah, I was slightly upset that it's got a little tear at the top, but yeah, maybe that's why I was in the charity shop. Yeah, but I can fix that. That's fine. So yeah. So the final book in this haul is one that I'm really, really excited for. I have loved the author's previous two books, The Martian and Artemis, and I'm so excited to get to this. It is bigger than my head, it's huge, it's a chunker, but it is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Clearly set in space, and I'm sure it's a thriller. But as soon as I knew that this was coming out, I bought it immediately because, like I say, I've loved the previous two books. A lone astronaut, an impossible mission, an ally he never imagined. Ryland Grace is the sole survivor on a desperate last chance mission, and if he fails, humanity and the Earth itself will perish. Except that right now, he doesn't know that. He can't even remember his own name, let alone the nature of his assignment or how to complete it. All he knows is that he's been asleep for a very, very long time, and he's just been awakened to find himself millions of miles from home, with nothing but two corpses for company. His crewmates dead, his memories fuzzily returning, Ryland realizes that an impossible task now confronts him. Hurtling through space on this tiny ship, it's up to him to puzzle out an impossible scientific mystery. And conquer an extinction-level threat to our species. And with the clock ticking down and the nearest human being light years away, he has to do it all alone. Or does he? An irresistible interstellar adventure as only Andy Weir could imagine it. Project Hail Mary is a tale of discovery, speculation and survival to rival The Martian, while taking us to places it never dreamed of going. So yeah, that's exciting, and I look so forward to getting to this one, especially this one, because like I say, I have absolutely adored the author's previous two books, and anything that this author writes, I will read, I will go to immediately, because his writing's witty, it's clever, and his characters are fully fleshed out and witty and clever, and I just love it. So yeah, that was part 4 of my May book haul, my final book haul in May. I've bought a lot of books, lots, and I'm not sorry. So yeah, that's good fun. Thank you so much for watching. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have so much fun doing it. Whatever you're reading, I hope you love it. Stay fabulous, be amazing, be yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye bye.